Hello homebrewers and welcome! Hope you're having a good day. So this is the second part to the potato sake that we started last week. So if you haven't seen basically what we did before, I'll stick the link at the top so you can see the part one. But just as a quick recap for those that can't be bothered, we made a very simple potato wine, and then, well, the leftovers were the actual potatoes themselves. So I used a sterilized container and basically made potato sake, the closest thing that we can liken it to. And well, this is the end result. So I've got to open it up and give it a whiff. Actually, it smells quite nice. Oddly, it smells of potato, as you would expect since it's made with potato, but it also has a kind of sweet, mildly alcoholic smell. So today, I'm going to be bottling this up and also trying it because, well, this is an experiment. And there's only one way to see if an experiment works. That's to give it a go. So I'm just going to go and grab my stuff and we're going to do this. So I have all my equipment that I'm going to be using. So I've got a waste buckety thing. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't even need to be sterilized. But I'm going to be using this to remove the large chunks of potato because there's still some in there. I have a sieve that I'm going to be using to fish out the chunks. And then from there, I've got two sterilized wine bottles that I've got my sterilized filter for. And because I'm cool and slightly impatient, I'm actually going to be using filter paper to put the liquid without the chunks through. So it should be pretty time consuming, but it should be good. And then of course we're going to get to the end result, which is trying it, because it's not a good experiment unless you're willing to try it. So let's do this. So let's begin by removing the chunks. There it goes. Now I have sterilized this using either bleach and washing up liquid, because I do like my bleach and washing up liquid, or using boiling water from the kettle. So this has lots of chunks. So first thing, let the liquid drain. This could take a minute. So I speeded this process up a little bit by doing a little bit off camera. It takes a little while for it to filter through. So it's pretty liquidy mashed potato. Give it a good sieve. Now you may be worrying about oxidation, but there's really no way to filter out the sake without a level of oxidation. Supposedly, from all the material and other people that have made sake, it doesn't seem to affect it, which is pretty awesome. Sake is really its own little thing. There's a lot of things you can do that you can't do with ordinary wines. For a start, it doesn't need to be as sanitary. You don't have to be OCD with the sterilizing, supposedly. Though I don't want to take that risk. So I'm just going to continue filtering this lovely sake gloopy stuff until we've got something resembling a liquid at the bottom of this lovely brew bucket. So see when I've done that. So phase one has been completed. I have removed the vast majority of the potato chunks and solid matter from the potato sake. So now comes phase two, filtering it. Now this isn't a necessary step. I just don't want to be drinking chunks in my wine. I'm sure you understand. So on goes this. On goes my cheeky filter. And now, there we go. Now I'm just gonna pour some of the mostly dechunked liquid, which is looking interesting actually. Like that. And now I'm gonna continue to collect. Should be interesting. Yeah, should be interesting. Now it's just waiting. Awesome. So the filtering has been completed. Took a little bit of a long time, but fortunately, you just get to see the end results. So I've had one, nearly 1.5 liters from our 2 liters that we added in. So it should be rather interesting to see how this turned out. So I've had one chilling in the fridge, so let's pour some out and let's see if this is any good. The coldness doesn't really change anything. It has an interesting colour. I'm sure some of it would, funny enough, separate out, but still perfectly drinkable now. So, down the hatch. So, the potato sake, it has a zing to it, as you would expect. Ooh, quite a zing to it. It's almost like a lemon. It's not unpleasant, it's just lemony with the lemon zing. Yeah. So the potato sake has a strong zing to it, like pure citric acid. It's quite sour. That makes you belch. But it smells nice, and once you get over that zing, it's not entirely unpleasant. Oh. So because we have no way of knowing how strong this is, I didn't add any yeast nutrient to it, so it probably didn't ferment all the way out. When I tried it a week ago, it was sweet, and very nice actually. Now it's turned zingy, really zingy. So I don't think it's one that's one for the larder. It's definitely one for fun and to watch on YouTube, but yeah, not one to make for yourself. But it was an interesting learning experience, and yeah, you got to see me wince at this interesting brew. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Bit of a fun one. Yeah, it is a bit of fun. So don't forget to check out some of the other videos, and of course, subscribe if you feel like it. Carry on homebrewing, guys. Cheers. Oh, yeah, like a lemon. So I just want to take a second to thank my patrons. They're helping me grow the channel, upgrade my equipment, all of that fantastic stuff. And as a thank you to them and for future patrons, I also do 4 Patreon-only videos per month. So it's pretty handy if you want a little bit extra. So there's some other links to videos down below, and of course the Patreon and subscribe button. Don't forget to check those out. See ya.